Welcome back to the Bear Pit TV. I'm Tom and this is this week's Stat Show. Today we're going to be having a look back at the Arsenal match and seeing what that can tell us about the West Brom game. But first we're going to have a look at one of Stoke's latest additions to the squad. No, it's not the exciting Jesse Rodriguez and it's not even Choupo-Moting. It is instead the free signing of Darren Fletcher, who is looking like he could already be one of the bargains of the season in his first two performances for the Potters. Fletcher is currently topping the interceptions and tackles table for midfielders. He is narrowly ahead of the likes of Gay and Kante, who are renowned for their ability to win back the ball and have won plaudits for doing exactly that. And he is significantly ahead of Matic, whose performances have left mainstream pundits salivating at the start of the season. Fletcher is adding an intelligence and decisiveness to Stoke's midfield that has been missing ever since the departure of Steven and Nzonzi, and hopefully he can carry this form into this weekend's clash with his former employers. Now, the headline stat from the Arsenal match that has been discussed a lot by many pundits is how little possession Stoke had. In fact, this was the lowest possession Stoke have ever had in a Premier League match. And many are suggesting that this is a sign that Arsenal were totally in control and dominated the match, and Stoke were lucky to even remain in the game, never mind win it. But in fact, the Potters were really clinical when they had the ball, and this is shown by our shot map. Stoke's shot locations were really clinical, with 82% of the shots being in the box, which shows just how determined Stoke were to stick to the game plan and make sure that every possession counted. Whilst everyone loves to see a Xherdan Shaqiri wonder goal, sometimes it's better for the team to forego these longer efforts, which usually end in a loss of possession, and stick to the game plan and ensure that whilst having a low amount of possession, Stoke still threaten. And this is something Stoke definitely did against Arsenal and really focused hard on doing. And it's something they're going to have to do again going forward into the West Brom game, as Tony Pulis' defence will be structured, they will be rigid, and chances will be few and far between, but you've got to have patience and break through them. But the stats aren't looking too promising for the Potters. Mark Hughes has failed to beat Tony Pulis ever as a manager at Stoke, and he has only managed one draw in the 6 games against the former Potters boss. Another concern is a lack of discipline, as Pulis' sides always seem to find a way under Stoke's players' skin, and this has led to Stoke receiving 3 cards in their past 4 games against West Brom. So hopefully the Arsenal match can give the players the confidence they need to go into the West Brom game and know that they're a better side and can win the match. And hopefully Hughes can finally get his first win over Pulis as a Stoke manager. That's it for this week's Stat Show. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. Make sure you subscribe to the Bear Pit TV.